Om Shanti. Good morning again. So today is day 2 of the Murli that we started yesterday. The Murli was of 12th of December 1983. So we read the main part of the Murli, and now we'll read the rest of the Murli. So this starts with the paragraph that starts as someone comes and someone goes. So probably at that time, somebody gave Baba the message of somebody leaving his or her body. So someone comes and someone goes. This is the Mela of coming and going. Bab Dada is pleased to see all the children. Whether you're new or old, whether you know the language or not, whether you understand the Murli or not, you still belong to the Father. You still come here with love. There's so many Baba's children, especially from the south and all, they don't understand a word of Hindi, or maybe sometimes even not even understand English, and yet they come to Baba. Sometimes there are double foreigners who come who really don't understand much of any of those languages, and they don't even have someone who can translate for them, and yet they come. Why? Because of love for Baba. So you still come here with love. What is the Father hungry for? Love. So he is not hungry for common sense. Yeah, what Baba is trying to say here is the head and the heart. Sometimes we are very analytical in the way we try to look at knowledge or Baba for that matter. Oh, would you like me to? Yeah, I can share that. Let 1 minute, dear sister. I forgot to share. Yes. So you
Yeah,
still
yeah.
come here with love. So what Baba is trying to say, yeah, yes, dear brother. So what Baba is trying to say is that we need to have a healthy balance between the head and the heart. And really love is the main factor, you see, that truly brings us closer to Baba. And Baba also comes closer to us when we have true love in our hearts for Baba. So what is the Father hungry for? Love. He's not hungry for common sense. The Father sees the love of the heart. Because common sense would say, oh, I don't know the language, I don't know the place, the culture. Should I go there? What will happen? Shall I spend so much of money traveling so far? In those days, nowadays it's so much easier, but in those days, when people used to travel from maybe East India, like some of these places like Calcutta or beyond, or extreme North India or extreme South India, it would take 3 4 days for them to reach Baba, reach Madhuban. So they would make all this effort to go to Baba. Why? Common sense would say, what's the point? But Baba is not hungry for common sense. Baba is hungry for love. So to the extent that you're innocent, you have true love, not love out of cleverness. And over smartness. You see, that's what Baba is talking about here. Sometimes Baba tells us to be clever, but clever in a good way, not clever in a bad way. Here Baba is talking about the cleverness of the bad way. So you have true love, not love out of cleverness. This is why the innocent children are loved the most. Just as he has the title of being knowledgeful, so he also has the title of being the innocent Lord. So he's knowledgeful yet innocent. Yeah, these might seem as two poles, right? All of Baba's knowledge can sometimes seem very paradoxical. But how can someone be completely knowledgeful yet completely innocent? Yes, so there is the memorial of both. New children have very good, loving feelings. Yes, what Baba is saying is sometimes those of us who have been with Baba for quite a while start, thinking things from the reasoning point of view, become very analytical, left-brained. Yes, and the new students have lot of love for Baba, lot of bhavna. So Baba likes that love, that bhavna. Yes, of course, we have to have some understanding, some common sense, but we can't be too analytical. So, acha. So, do you constantly consider yourselves to be double light angels? This is the first point. There are 3 points, 3 paragraphs. So, first one is, do you constantly consider yourselves to be double light angels? An angel means one who is double light. The more lightness you have, the more you will experience yourself to be an angel. So, angel means one who is double light. The more lightness you have, the more you'll experience yourself to be an angel. But the other way around is also right, that the more you experience yourself to be an angel, the more you will feel light. So, you feel light, then you'll feel like an angel. If you feel like an angel or experience yourself to be an angel, then you'll feel lighter. Angels are always sparkling, and because of the sparkle, angels automatically attract others to themselves. Angels are those who have no relationship with bodies or the physical world. They are in bodies for the sake of service and not on the basis of their relationships. Angels don't live on the basis of their bodily relationships, but in terms of the relationship of service. Yeah, so they are there in the families, playing all their roles, yeah, living out all their identities, the physical identities, simply because of service. Yeah, there's no other need, because all our needs are fulfilled through our communion with God, through our connection with God, with Baba. So, what Baba is saying, angels don't live on the basis of their bodily relationships, but in terms of the relationship of service. They don't live in a household thinking about relationships, but they live there considering it to be service. It is the same home and the same family, but there is the relationship of service. You see, when the vritti changes, the attitude changes, then the whole world changes. Yes, so our behavior would change, our experiences would change, and then everything around us will start to change automatically. So if we start seeing everyone from the point of view of service, that we are here just to serve them and nothing else, then everything will begin to become beautiful for us. So it is the same home and the same family, but there is a relationship of service. You do not live there under the influence of any bondage of karma. There are no questions of what or why in relationships of service. No matter what souls are like, the relationship of service is lovely. Where there is a body, there are vices. Vices come due to the relationship of the body. If there's no relationship of the body, there are no vices. If you look at any soul with a relationship of service, there will be no creation of vices. You see, then there won't be attachment, there won't be ego tussle, there won't be expectations. Oh, I did this much for this soul, and this soul is not returning back to me. As angels, we are here to serve and then bye bye. So live as such angels, not as relatives. So there won't be any creation of vices. When there is a feeling to serve, there are always pure feelings. There are no other feelings. This is called being extremely detached and loving like a lotus. So double light angels, yeah, will allow us to become detached and loving like a lotus. Yeah. On the other hand, the more detached and loving we are like lotuses, then the more we'll be able to become angels. So become an angel, the highest of all human beings, and you'll become a deity. Yes. So let's hold the thought for a moment that we are loving and detached like lotuses. Upram, right? above the water, the dirty, stinky water, the mud, the dirt. And so we have become angels, double light angels. Wherever we are, whatever we're doing in that angelic consciousness. And because of that, there's just this feeling of service. No relationships, no connections, no roles, none of those things. Just the thought that I'm here for service. And so no vices, no karmic accounts that have been created. We'll do service and then fly away. All right, second, do all of you move along while considering yourselves to be carefree emperors? Yeah, so new consciousness, carefree emperors. Let's hold this new thought. Carefree emperors who experience the world of happiness and are beyond all types of sorrow. Previously, you were experiencing the world of sorrow, whereas you have now come away from the world of sorrow and experience the world of happiness. What is sorrow now? Do we have any sorrow whatsoever? We are experiencing the world of happiness. And you see, that experience of happiness is a mindset. Somebody could be living in a palace with all the luxuries, all the amenities, and yet could be sad. And somebody could be living a very simple life or even a life of lots of hardships and yet be experiencing happiness. So our happiness is not dependent on what is going on around us. Our happiness is that state of mind, state of awareness, state of consciousness. So you are souls who are embodiments of happiness and who belong to the best store of happiness. You are the children of the Father, the ocean of happiness. This is the mantra you have been given. Since your mind is focused on the Father, how can there be sorrow? When you focus your mind on anything other than the Father, it experiences sorrow. If you are man mana bhav, there can be no sorrow. So is your mind directed towards the Father or somewhere else? You feel sorrow when your mind is on the wrong path. Since the path is straight, why do you go onto the wrong path? If someone goes on to a forbidden path, even the government will impose a fine. In the US, we have these national parks, and there's one national park where there is, lots of hot water geysers, and so many tourists like to jump over those barricades and then try to touch that hot water because that water is extremely hot, scalding hot, extremely hot. And so sometimes these tourists die. So when they catch these tourists trying to not follow the rules and trying to go close to those water geysers, then they are fined and sometimes even jailed. And so Baba is reminding us that we too should not go in the wrong path, on the wrong path or wrong direction. So since you say the body is yours, the mind is yours, and the wealth is yours, it doesn't belong to me, then how can there be sorrow? If it truly is yours, there's no sorrow. If it is mine, there is sorrow. By saying yours, yours, tera, tera, it truly becomes yours. Yes. So we are carefree emperors, not a trace of sorrow, not an iota of any form of sadness, constantly happy. We are the children of the bestower of happiness, so we are embodiments of happiness. And why? Because there's nothing that no mind, everything is Baba's. Carefree emperors. Let's take a moment to hold that. Let's give everything to Baba. Tera, tera, yours, yours. Carefree emperors. Now, the third point. Are you constantly with one strength and one support? ek bal ek bharosa. To have faith in the one means to attain power. Yeah, rather than going to different places, connecting to different people, different entities, just going to that one entity, Baba. That's what is going to give us all the power we need. Do you experience this? Those whose intellects have faith are victorious. Nishchabuddhi Vijayanti. In other words, this is also called one strength and one support. It's not possible that those whose intellects have faith would not be victorious. If you have even the slightest doubt in yourself as to whether something will be achieved or not, there will be no victory. So, not an iota of doubt. Baba is saying, even if there's the slightest doubt in yourself as to whether something will be achieved or not, then there will be no victory. Only when there is full faith in yourself, the Father and the drama, is it impossible for you to not have victory. Full faith automatically means victory. If there isn't victory, there is definitely faith lacking in one point or another. If you have faith in the Father, you also have faith in yourself. You are the masters, are you not? You see, you begin to realize that God has chosen us, chosen me, chosen you for a reason. We have faith in Baba, so we know that Baba will make the right decision. He's not going to just pick up anybody along the way. He has seen our worthiness, He knows our potential. That's why He has handpicked us. So, faith in Baba then leads to faith in ourselves automatically. So, you are the masters, are you not? Since you are master almighty authorities, you see everything of the drama with faith in your intellects. Children whose intellects have such faith will always have the enthusiasm of the victory being guaranteed. For such victory shall be of victory, their inheritance, your birthright. So, ek bal ek bharosa, one strength, one support is going to allow us to be victorious. Nothing but victory. Victory, victory, and only victory. Ek bal ek bharosa, that deep faith in the intellect for Baba and for the self, and of course for the drama. So, all of these combined will help us achieve all the success that we want. Victory will become our birthright. And now, meeting mothers. Bab Dada always salutes the mothers because it is always you mothers who have stepped forward in service. Bab Dada sings praise of the mothers. Yeah, mothers, are you getting happy? Sisters, mothers, you have become such elevated mothers that even Bab Dada is pleased to see you. Simply remain constantly happy by keeping this fortune in your awareness. Let songs of happiness be constantly be playing in your mind. What other work do mothers have to do? Yeah. Baba is saying this because mothers tend to start crying very quickly, right? They become emotional very quickly. So mothers should always be happy. Why? Because Baba has come to really serve the mothers first before anyone else. It's a fortune to be mother at this time of the cycle, the confluence age. So then, what is the point in being unhappy? What is the point in crying? What is the point in complaining? So let songs of happiness be constantly be playing in your mind. What other work do mothers have to do? Since you have become Brahmins, you just have to sing and dance. Yeah, sisters, mothers like to dance. So Baba is saying just sing and dance. That is all you have to do. Dance in your mind and sing songs in your mind. If each one of you, world mothers, ignites one lamp, how many lamps would be ignited? The mothers of the world are igniting the lamps of the world, and as the lamps are ignited, so the rosary of the lamps will be created. You see, think of it, one mother now a lamp of another mother. And so the one, the original mother, will also ignite others, right? But this new mother will ignite more. You see, this is how a chain reaction will be created. One will lead to the next, to the next, to the next, and eventually the whole world will become ignited. Yeah. Enlightened, ignited. Acha. Om Shanti. Oh, there is more. Yeah, so far so good. So Baba spoke to the mothers, but if you remember some of the points from the first, there were 3 points, right? The first one was, who remembers? The second one was carefree emperors, you remember? Carefree emperors and embodiments of happiness, no sorrow whatsoever. What was the first one? About
Double
double
light
light angels,
angel.
right?
Yes.
Yes,
Double light
loving and
angels.
detached. Loving and detached like lotuses. And the third one was ek bal ek bharosa, one support, one strength. So that faith will bring victory. Right? And then the mothers, all the lovely things that Baba spoke about mothers. And mothers should always be happy, always should sing and dance. And then there are a few questions. The first question, what is the easy means of service? The easy means of effort that attracts everyone. The answer is a cheerful face. Those who are always cheerful automatically attract everyone and easily become instruments for service. Those who are always cheerful automatically attract everyone and easily become instruments for service. Very deep. Think about it for a moment. That many times we feel that if we are able to attract people in our lives, we'll feel cheerful or we will be happy. But it is the other way around. Yeah, Baba knows this law of reciprocity. Yeah, reciprocal energy transfer. That if you are cheerful, then you will automatically attract people in your life. So cheerfulness is a sign of happiness. Seeing a happy face, others will automatically ask what you have attained or what you have found. Therefore, always maintain the happiness of what you were and what you have become, and service will continue to take place through this. So, always maintain the happiness of what you were and what you have become, and service will continue to take place through this. See, very deep stuff here. Many times, even in the world, they are now trying to understand this in this positive psychology and all of that. That you see, people, think about it for a moment, which is first or which is primary. Then I say, um, I'm unhappy because no one likes me, or I'm unhappy, that's why no one likes me. See, think about it for a moment. I'm unhappy, I'm sad because I don't have friends. Nobody cares about me, nobody likes me. Or I'm unhappy, that's why nobody likes me, nobody cares about me. Which is the cause, which is the effect. You understand? So we always say that if things work out in our favor, then we'll be happy, then we'll have a cheerful face. But actually, it is the other way around. The more we have a cheerful face, and if we are able to maintain that cheerful state, then we'll automatically attract all the success that we want in our lives. You see, success leads to happiness. But if we maintain happiness, then we'll automatically experience success. We'll attract success into our lives. Another question. What is the meaning of the tilak? By wearing which tilak will you constantly be intoxicated and happy? Answer: the tilak means to be an embodiment of awareness. So always maintain the awareness that you're seated on the throne. You are the long lost and now found children who have claimed a right to God's throne. By wearing this tilak, you will constantly maintain intoxication and happiness. So the sentence is: you'll constantly remain intoxicated. In any case, it is said the throne and fortune. Your fortune to be seated on the throne. So let there always be the intoxication and happiness that you are the souls who always have the elevated throne and fortune. Yes. So if I get the golden aged throne, then I'll be happy. Or I'll be happy, and so I will get the golden aged throne. Right? So here Baba is teaching us we have to be happy to be able to get the throne. And we can be happy only when we have that tilak of awareness of who we truly are. Om Shanti. With this, we end the Murli. We can take a minute to remember Baba. And then if you have some questions, comments, thoughts, you're welcome to. And then we'll close with some meditation at the end. Om Shanti. All yours, brothers and sisters. Bijit Bhai, Amy Ben, Amy Ben, pardon me if I'm not pronouncing it right. Please, you all take over and everybody can share their.
Om Shanti. So one point that I liked is so Baba says the father is hungry for love. So and the Baba says the love that he's hungry for is the love from the heart. So and to the extent that we are innocent, right? That much love you have true. I mean that much true love you have. Okay, not that cleverness. Baba says not cleverness. So Baba is looking for that pure love. So that pure love comes from that true heart. And again, when you have true love, that means that innocent love. That is what Baba means. So I think the basis of all that is purity, because this innocence comes from purity. So Baba really, Baba is not looking for somebody with that clever love, instead that innocent love. So I like to tell them when Baba says hungry for love. So I think Baba is expecting everyone to love Baba. So when we have love for Baba, that's when it becomes easy for us to remember Baba. Because when wherever with whoever we have love for, that is where our intellect is automatically good. So this is the takeaway for me. Thank you. Thanks.
Om Shanti, brother.
Yes, Om Shanti, can second go.
Two parts of the Murli. Yesterday, Baba made us focus on Ekrasta, Ekras, the power of concentration. And I think we can speak volumes on concentration. Whether it was the Mahabharata, where Arjuna was asked, "What do you see?" He just saw the pupil in the eye of the bird. He didn't see even the bird. So Baba speaks about such, had spoken about such concentration because he wanted us to carry the message of just one, none but one. And now he takes that and he gives us some smomans today, which I have already shared in the chat box. And we must relate this power of concentration with these formats. The first one is I'm a double light angel. What would I get if I concentrate myself as an angel? It's more of service, 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 because I'm light. The second Swaman was carefree emperors. And for carefree emperors, Baba says it's not just because I have given away all my burden to Baba. I have nothing to worry about. So I just concentrate on my happiness. The world of sorrow is somewhere behind. And for this, he gives us a Swaman. I'm child of the Father, the ocean of happiness. Then three kinds of faith, if you have. It's ek bal, ek bharosa. Then victory is guaranteed. Then he speaks of the world mothers. And for world mothers, they have to ignite the lamp. And for Sahaj Seva and Sahaj Purusha, we need a cheerful face so that when the people see us, souls see us, they would like to know what is that they have attained. And how well Baba also speaks on the Hindi rhythm language as tilak and tak. Awareness of my tilak and awareness of my fortune. So it was just two kind of murli, one of the part and the other today which was read was swamans on that part. Om Shanti.
Anyone else would like to share?
I think we can close with a few minutes of meditation together.
Bijita, if you have time, can you just go back on that yesterday's part, of solitude and concentration? All those, what I call it as the synonyms of aches. That was something very nice. And yesterday the brother had shared how as a doctor, how he is able to react, I mean not react, how he is able to really treat times of emergency. So that concentration, how does it? So if suppose we can just relate the solitude and concentration, which is the practical point, if suppose some kind of churning you can give.
Uh, okay. So Sridhar, you would like to share something about that?
Oh, brother is there. I didn't see. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's totally okay. Yeah, I'd love to hear from Vijit Pai too. Yeah.
Okay, so I will share first, then Brother Profi, you can give more lights. So concentration is again, we know it is through the concentration that we get all the powers from Baba. So my ability to focus on Baba without being diverted here and there is my uh, power of concentration, and how long I can hold one thought, that is Manmanabha, let's say, how long I am able to stabilize myself in that thought, right? That is what I see my concentration power is. And solitude, it is connected because, solitude is the more love I have, then it's like I lost in one's love. Right, so that's how I see it. When I'm in solitude, then I'm only thinking about that, the one whom I love. So here it is Baba. So I lost in his love. And when I lost in his love, that is also a concentration because my mind is not going anywhere else. I'm only sticking with one. I completely lost in the love of one. So this is how I took it. So brother, over to you. You can add few more lines. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, dear brother, that's exactly what it is. Our energy gets scattered everywhere. So we are not able to be effective for ourselves and for others. We're not able to be productive in what needs to be done. And then there is disheartenment and all that negative energy that gets created because of that. So Baba is teaching us, we don't have to think anything else. Baba is the one-stop shop. We stay connected to Baba. We can get everything that we need from Baba. And so that state of oneness, that state of solitude, oneness, is actually going to be very helpful for us. So we'll be able to draw all of Baba's energy into us and achieve the unachievables. And people in the world are crying out. There's so much of distress. And we are the ones who have been commissioned to serve them. And if we ourselves, constantly digress away from the path, or at least we, if not really digressing away from the path, but if we feel disheartened and we feel low and don't have enough energy, then how will we serve others? How will we infuse energy in others? How will we inject them with hope? So we have to work on ourselves, make sure that our minds don't go here and there, just stay focused onto Baba. Yeah, and the question that you had, or you were mentioning about, as a doctor, so yeah, we don't many times do a very good job there, and we should be doing better as doctors, but yeah, constantly there is this attachment to labels for doctors, and so all of those things don't allow you to actually do the best at that moment. But Baba is teaching us how to, go beyond everything. So he's just using the example of doctors, that sometimes when a lot of people come and out of hopeless states that we find our patient in, if we are grounded, then we can actually serve them in a very beautiful way. And so that's what we have to do. We are all spiritual doctors to make sure that our energy doesn't get dissipated. That state of power, intense power, is going to do all the miracles in our lives and the lives of others. We see children nowadays are so distracted. They're constantly watching television, and video games and whatnot. And so they're not able to study well. And those children who are able to stay focused, they are able to outperform themselves. So that's all. Yeah. But for me, these are the point that I was sharing at the end is something which I have been really thinking about quite a bit. That if I have success, then I'll be happy, or if I am happy, then I will attract success in my life. Yes, and see, Baba helps us crack this code, yeah, this beautiful code, and actually our state of happiness is going to attract all the attainments, all the success, the golden age sovereignty, all of it will be ours to enjoy if we are able to maintain a state of happiness, a cheerful face. Even in the world, I was sharing this with our regular class, that even in the world, this is what they're talking about. It's not me saying, so part we don't feel bad that, oh, why should I saying this? It's just what people in the world are saying. So think about it for a moment. I say I am fat because I'm lazy, or I'm lazy because I'm fat. You see, think about it for a moment. I'll repeat myself. Take this, take a moment or two to think about it. I'm fat because I'm lazy, or I'm fat, that's why I'm lazy. See, so you see cause and effect. One state makes us, sort of at at mercy of the world around us, our situations, our circumstances. That I'm fat, so I'm lazy, I can't do anything. It's not my fault that I'm fat. But I'm lazy because I'm fat. You see? So this gives the power that I can change everything. Pardon me. I'm lazy, therefore I'm fat. Yeah, see, it's a little difficult to think about. I'm lazy, that's why I'm fat. This brings power back into our minds, into our hands. That if I change my laziness, I can become thin. Yeah. Similarly, if I am successful, then I'll be happy. So then we are dependent on something outside of us. So if success doesn't come to us, then we won't be happy. And constantly we will be in a state of sadness because our expectations will always not be met. They will never be met, really. And so we will never find the success that we want, and therefore we won't be happy. But if we turn it around, then the control comes in our hands. That if I'm happy, then I can attract success in my life. I can attract people in my life, good people. I can attract more happiness. Happiness begets happiness. So if I can stay in a state of happiness, then I can attract more happiness, more abundance, more prosperity, more good health, more good people in my life, and so success in every sphere of my life. Yes, I have been thinking about this quite a bit. Yeah, so instead of being in that victim state, you go into that master state and bring the control back into your hands. Okay, so I'll leave you
That
with
was
this.
very nice, Shweta, and by throwing my thinking caps on the cause and effect. I liked it. It's like playing like the monkey and cat. But why did I ask that question to you and Bijit Pai on solitude is, I found the answer very simple yesterday. Param Dham. Because anything else, whether it is angelic world or whether it is sannyasis, that's why they go to a forest. But for me, I found Param Dham because there is nothing over there, no sound, no just one. So I think that is what I took solitude to be, just one thought. So it really gave me that. I don't know whether I got concentration power over there, but that was oneness, just that oneness. So that's why I gave that thing. I found a new meaning for solitude yesterday. Om Shanti.
Lovely, Girjaben. Lovely. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. All right, so if no other comments, no other thoughts, we could go into Papa's remembrance for a minute. We got lovely titles: Loving and Detached, Double Light Angels, One Support, One Strength, Ek Bal, Ek Bharosa, Victorious because of that faith, and whatever else you remember, hold on to those thoughts, those titles. As you remember Baba, we can all thank Baba together, hold a deep sense of gratitude in our hearts. Wah, Baba, wah. Thank you for this life. Thank you for all this wisdom that you're giving us. Thank you for helping us vibrate at such highs. Thank you for helping us attract so many beautiful things in our lives. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Om Shanti. All right.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Shwetang Bhai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a wonderful day.